Right, there we go. I was just going to say this, but Ben, you utter bastard. Can see who your favourite character is.
I had to do it. It had to be the opening thing.
But yes, welcome one and welcome all.
Good evening, everybody.
All you old people that remember this, because I'm sure Ben was... How old were you when you saw this, Ben?
Probably 2 months old. Originally when it started, but when I first saw it, probably about 10 or 11, not long after Bottom started. I think that's when I first saw it, because once Bottom came in, Young Ones sort of had a bit of a resurgence, and I was like, oh, it's those two from... Oh, this is another show they did, and hang on, this is weird. This is strange. Why is the ceiling collapsing? Why is there a gopher talking? Why is there flies talking? Why is there a bomb inside the kitchen? I mean, it's like... We'll get to all that.
We will definitely get.
Yeah.
Go. Let's have some hellos.
Yeah.
The Big Lebowski's here. The dude.
Trevor's here. Hello. Good evening.
The dude. And Kevin's all the way from Lakeland, Florida. Good afternoon, Kevin.
Yeah.
Right. So, yeah, this was The Young Ones, which premiered November 1982. Bloody hell. On BBC Two on Tuesdays at 9 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
This is when I think I must have seen it back then. Because, well, I think it was the second season. My mother probably didn't like the first season, so she wouldn't let me watch the second season.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd have been 11.
Right.
At the second season, or second series, I should say. It's British. I don't want to upset Mike. So I had to tape it on the Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Watch it before at breakfast on the Wednesday morning when she was out at work. So just so I know what was happening. But yeah, and then we got the VHS tapes that came out, and this is
there you go. Yeah, I do remember our local video shop having those because after seeing them on TV, we did rent them from the video store a number of times, and then with multiple reruns every year, it gets rerun pretty much every year. But I do remember our local video shop had those copies, yeah, or at least those prints. Yeah.
Yeah, 15 certificates. I guess, yeah, these are probably re-released after they released the individual ones for like £10 or something each. Then
yeah, it was usually one tape, 3 episodes, another tape, 3 episodes. So you end up with 4 tapes, but you either get double packs or single packs, whatever you prefer.
Just barely an hour of stuff. On one tape, the robbing bastards, BBC.
Yeah, but it's never been unavailable, has it? It's always been out there, The Young Ones. As far back as I can remember, it's always been on. It's always been rerun pretty much every other year or most years.
Yeah, it was on.
It's always on
the British channels, UK Gold and stuff. Yeah,
it's been on UK Gold, been on Dave, and it's still on iPlayer. It's been on there for ages. I don't think they've ever taken it off. It's always been on there. Yeah,
but I've heard there's edits done for problematic terms.
I think in terms of the run times, I think the stuff that was cut for the runtime, I think, is still there. But because I know AJ did a review of the recent Blu-ray on his channel. And he mentioned a certain scene with racial slurs. And when I recently watched it on iPlayer, that scene was in there. So I don't know. It looked intact to me, but again, if AJ's here, he could probably confirm this. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I remember that video now. Yeah.
Details, yeah.
So there was also, where is it? Because there's some mute, because they had bands. So there was some music that was cut out of the DVDs. One, I'm trying to think of who it is. Not Madness, the other ones. Jules Holland Band, they were cut out.
Oh, that lot, yes. On iPlayer, those scenes were in there with that band.
Yeah.
They were there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because of copyright issues or the song they chose.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't bother with notifications. I get mine some like 24 hours later.
Oh, yeah.
But, so yes, it was 82 and 84 for the 2 series. And they came back, was it 2 years later? For 86, 87 for the comic relief?
I think it was. It must have been. Yeah, I don't think it was like straight
86.
after. Yeah, there you are.
As you see it,
identical. Look at that.
Walking, talking. Yeah, this was actually I think this made number 1 of the charts because it was for charity for a start. But it was
a charity single, and I think it's probably my favorite. It's probably my favorite comic relief special. I mean, there's been some good ones, but this one is brilliant. It's so funny. I mean, the music video is just bonkers. It's so well done. Yeah. And poor old Cliff, what a sport. Fair play to him.
He was very good about it.
He was,
Rick makes a joke about that he loves him in the first season, so I don't know how he reacted to that, but...
Yeah. I mean, the series is titled after the film we did, The Young Ones, as well, that he did in the 50s, wasn't it? Or 60s?
Yeah. I couldn't find the film. I was looking for the film, but yeah. Because I used to watch... Well, Summer Holiday was a always on during the summer holidays off
Of
the
course.
schools. Oh, Dr. Bottle here. Raise a glass to Dr. Bottles. Just sent me a lovely care package of tapes. That the video will be out tomorrow.
Good man.
Very welcome. Very good stuff. What do cornflakes mean to you two? But yeah, cornflakes. Cornflakes.
So quotable.
It's we could just spend the whole time just reading the script, couldn't we? Oh, I could do of course, there was another song. That's nice of my arch nemesis to have the bell notification on.
There you go.
But then there's the other one, which is Holding My Shoe from Neil.
Oh, I've never heard that. No, I've never seen that before.
It's I guess not what they call a copy of a song.
A cover.
That's it. I'm talking blank because it's a cover of a song called "There's a Hole in My Shoe and there's letting in water." Okay. It came out in this one says 84 on here, so I thought it came out later than the other one, but it didn't.
Yeah, and I do recall they did one more reunion for Living Doll for Comic Relief in '96. I think 10 years after the single, they did like a
yes.
concert. I remember that. They all came back in full costume. Cliff came on with his mullet, and they did the song again on stage, which was nice to see. Yeah.
I just got distracted because someone nasty was telling me to keep the pitch up. But yeah, Justice for Modern Audiences. Yeah, I think the BBC, like he says, the one on BBC are all right. I think because Bottom was changed from Pikeys to Yobbos.
It was Jippos to Yobbos. Yeah.
Jippos, that's it.
Yeah.
Thieving bastard Jippos. But yes.
Yeah.
So apparently, Alexi Sale is not in this because
he
didn't want to do it because he thought it was. I can't remember what he said. It was not anarchy or something.
Oh, I wasn't aware of that.
Well, it's for charity, and it was Cliff Richard doing them a favor. But even though he did his own song, what was it? Hello, John. Got a new motor.
Oh, that's oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Not a good song. Now, what I've also got to show off is this, which many a young person had back in the day. I had it originally, but then obviously years changed, and but I've only got their legs on the back, so it's Bachelor Boys. But I found it at a charity shop a few years ago.
Okay.
We've got a glossary of terms like vibes, a musical instrument consisting of long tubular bells. Good vibes, a more expensive version of the same. Heavy vibes, again the same instrument, but an enormous model. Total, a type of petrol or oil. And we go from there. Let's swear, an introduction. Poo hole, gas leak pants, toilet trousers, farty breath, nose pick brain, snot face, pizza face, ugly face, stupid ugly bastard face, fascist. So it goes pages and pages of this. It's great, of course, because written back there. But yes, the show itself, let's have a look.
Yeah.
Because it was a pilot episode, wasn't there? Demolition.
Demolition was the first one, yes. Yeah.
But that was filmed in London, and all the others were filmed in Bristol, because I used to live down the road from the, was it Kebab and Calculator or whatever it's called?
Yeah, I remember you mentioning that, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, and then their house is on Codrington Road, which is just down the road from there.
Okay.
But it was only the outside, of course.
Yeah.
So final episode was on June 19th, 1984. So 40 years. Fuck.
It's insane how it's still how long ago it was, and yet I don't think it's really aged. It's kind of this weird oddity that existed for a while, and it's kind of still as it was back then. And more power to it for just being this weird thing that no one really understood or no one really got, but it's kind of it's their world, isn't it? It's meant to be bonkers. It's meant to be silly. It's not meant to really make any sense. Because when I first saw it, I didn't really find it that funny because I was like, what's happening here? Like, why is the ceiling collapsed? Why is there a bomb? Why is Neil falling through the floor? Why is he now grown into multiple people? Why does Alexis Sale show up, start going like this, and then he nods off, and that's it. And then why is Motorhead playing? And and then I sort of left it for a bit, and then around sort of when I think it was around 99 or 98 when BBC reran it again, and me and my best friend from school, we sat and watched it again. And then just all of a sudden, I suddenly just got it. It was just like, it's meant to be like this. It's meant to be stupid. It's not to make any sense. This is just four guys living in this world where everything's just nuts. And, this is it. You know, don't question it. Just watch it, enjoy it. Watch them punch each other, slag each other off, and yeah, take in the craziness. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that is pretty much it. Panic and anarchy. Hang on, we got Rob's vintage video here. Good evening, Rob. Or good afternoon.
Yep.
Oh, see, he never got the young ones, but preferred bottom.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, like I said, I didn't originally get it, but you know, I think just as you get older and wiser, you suddenly just realize, oh, it's supposed to be this. It's not supposed to be two guys in a flat. This is just, you know, a hyper reality of some sorts. It's
bloody students. Yeah, my mum thought it was offensive. Yeah, she didn't like it at all.
yeah, my dad wasn't keen on this stuff. Yeah, he sort of avoided it. Although my mum would occasionally watch it because she did fancy Rick Mail, so I think that was the only reason.
Spotty Rick Mail.
Yeah, well, I think she liked him more when he did the New Statesman. You know, because he was a bit more suave and he was in a suit and all that. So
yeah, he was very different, but
different character.
Because everyone mentions Young Ones and Bottom, but no one ever watches Filthy Rich and Cat Flap.
Yeah, I've never seen that all the way through. I've seen 1 or 2 episodes, but I need to watch that all the way through. I need to give it a fair go and absorb it all. Yeah.
I think it's free on YouTube, the whole series, because it's I don't think anyone wants it. But yeah, because it's got Nigel Planer, it's got Aid Edmonds, and it's got Rick Mail and a few others, but none of the Mike, Mr. Cool Guy.
No, he's not.
I think that's his actual surname. It says it now. It's Mike the Cool Guy. Is his name. But yes, so because they had musical acts and because they were live musical acts, they were able to not be a sitcom. So they were able to got money. They didn't have enough. BBC didn't have enough money for a sitcom.
Right.
So because they put music acts in, it became a variety show. So that came from a different budget.
Right. So, okay. I mean, that does explain the production value, because when they do blow stuff up, they are blowing stuff up. You know, it's not just, you know, a puff of smoke. You literally see flames and stuff flying everywhere. And, you know, that does explain the extra budget. Yeah.
Yeah. Because apparently when Vivian in the demolition man, when he bites the brick and it explodes, it was like made of mush and stuff. But apparently it exploded and he was scared to death because it hit him in the head and all this. And then when Rick lights the match on the gas cooker and he goes to light it and it blows up, apparently it was double the explosion it was supposed to be, because someone had set the explosion and then someone came along and said, oh, they haven't set the explosion. So they put more explosion. So it really nearly did blow Rick up. Hence his reaction.
Was close when they did play it in slow motion and you see it's very close. And it's like,
it's
God, is it? Yeah. Kept it in there. It's crazy.
I did not know that. Only Fools and Horses and on iPlayer.
Okay. I think sometimes BBC do rotate the sitcoms. They sort of leave them on there for a few months, then they take some off and then put other ones on. But from what I've seen, Young Ones has stayed on there. They've never taken it off. Yeah. It's always there.
I don't know if it's licensing or offensiveness with Only Fools, but
yeah,
can't be more offensive than Young Ones. Oh yeah, Vivian's decapitation. Yeah, that was out of nowhere.
So, kids, this is why you don't lean out of the train window. You taught us lessons. Believe it or not.
Fill the toilets for the paper. Wonder who did that.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Now the fifth flatmate. I forget to every time I watch it, I forget to look for this. Well, it's not a flatmate. It's someone that stayed behind after a party and never left. And then there's all these screenshots of them highlighting this person sitting in the background, obviously. But every time I watch it, I've never seen them.
No, me neither. No, I mean, I know Mike tells Rick to talk into the dustbin, and I know Neil's mate gets put in the fridge. But in terms of this extra person, no, I've never found. No.
I forget until every time I watch it, but
yeah. But at the same time, I don't want it to be pointed out to me. I want to spot it myself. I don't want it to be ruined. I want to try and see if I can see them next time I watch it all the way through. Yeah.
I'll just make a mental note.
Yep.
What's Mike saying? Would you pay for the iPlayer if they put everything they've ever done on there? I certainly would. Yeah, it's definitely worth it. I think
so, because you won't have any ads, and I mean, you can say what you like about the BBC, but in terms of their comedy and their classic comedy, there's some major heavy hitters on there, and it's worth paying a bit if you want to keep them. If you don't want to own them on disc, I'd pay for it as well. Yeah, because not everything has been released on DVD or Blu-ray. I mean, it's encouraging that the BBC recently did that Blu-ray for the Young Ones, so it's because they haven't really been doing many Blu-rays recently. They've sort of stuck to DVD, but the fact they gave it the full special edition treatment with new bonus features and commentaries and all that. And it's nice that they at least still care about it and they still value it in some way. Otherwise, they wouldn't have released it on Blu-ray.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. I don't know if there's any new features on it. Was there or
there
not?
Is. But... Yes, there's some new features. Yes.
Good.
Yeah,
that makes a difference as well.
Yeah.
Now I can't remember what AJ said about the look.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 80s Grange Hill. Bloody hell. There's so many episodes of that though.
Oh god, yeah. Well, I remember more 90s Grange Hill. That was more me because I was sort of growing up at that point. So I was probably the young phrase Grange Hill.
Yeah, I was 70s Grange Hill with the Tucker and when he turned up in EastEnders in the 80s, I thought, what the hell's Tucker doing on this show? But there's a reference to Grange Hill in the because there's the kids that don't say.
Yes. That.
Yeah. Cockney kids. Now, did you ever play the computer game?
There was a computer game?
Oh, here we go.
No, that's news to me. No,
I played it on the Spectrum. It's not very good, but it's all right. It's just novelty value, but it's bloody difficult. It's one of those. Did you ever play the Trapdoor game?
No, I never played the Trapdoor game, but I do remember the Grange Hill game on the ZX Spectrum. And I'm guessing
that was even harder.
It might be similar to that, like you sort of point and click and you sort of move the characters around. I guess
it's sort of it is like that because you play the characters in the house, and then you walk around the house, the garden, and everywhere on the street, and then you have to find things and avoid people and stuff like that.
But no, I never knew that until now.
It's like you have to find bogeys and stuff like that, and snot, sorts of gross stuff, and take it to somewhere else. Yeah, I think I'll have to look it up. But yeah, maybe I have to shut off. But and of course, then we all remembered the US remake.
I've heard of it, but I've never seen any footage of it.
I've never. None of it exists. I think they destroyed.
Oh, really?
It.
Okay. So it never made it past the pilot. I'm guessing. No.
Yep. Once again, they don't know the humor. So it was called "Oh No, Not Them."
Okay.
Nigel Planer was in it.
Okay.
He was, and then it was Jackie Earl Haley was in it.
Okay.
But people can't tell if he was either the Rick character or the Vivian character because all that existed was a plasticine intro they made, and there's only stills available of it. So yeah, destroyed it. Nigel Planer was very happy that it never went anywhere because he hated it.
Okay, well, maybe it's for the best then.
Yes, as always with these things like Red Dwarf and In-Betweeners, and they just don't get it.
No, they don't know. They just see, that's the big ticket in the UK. We've got to do that show as well, and it just doesn't work. Yeah, they'll never learn. Yeah.
What was it? Well, they made Demolition the pilot of this.
Yes.
And then the BBC didn't want it because they thought, "What the fuck is this nonsense?" But then Channel 4 started, and they were doing all the anarchy stuff and anarchic stuff. So they thought, we need to get the kids back on the BBC, so let's commission this show.
Mm-hmm.
So, here he is. Sick has the most spoken lines by Mike.
Yeah. It was weird watching it again. When I was watching it again, I noticed, I think Mike's the only one that doesn't get hit in the head by anything during the whole...
Yes, he's safe from everything, isn't he?
Pretty much, yeah. Rick takes punishment, so does Vivian, so does Neil, but I don't think Mike ever takes any bashes to the head, looking at it.
Oh, a few women attack him. That's about it, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, because Jennifer Saunders tried to smother him. Yeah, that was, yeah.
Allegedly.
Apparently.
But yeah, well, it's because... What is it? Nigel, Rick, and Viva Aid were in the comedy groups.
Yes.
Like the comic. What's it called? The comedy. What's it called? Comedy strip. Comic strip presents or whatever it was.
Yes. Yeah.
And they were in university together. But then, when they were looking for the Mike character, they had to hire someone, and Mike was Christopher Ryan. I should say was an actor, a proper actor, but.
An actor.
Yes. So then he got the job. That way, which might be why he's not in Filth, Rich, and Cat Flap, but he does come back in. Hey, Mike's DVD and Blu-ray. We got another American that likes the young ones. There we go. But yes, it could. I've not seen any of them, but yeah, I'm guessing it looks bad.
Yeah, I know they did. I know they did an IT Crowd remake as well in America, but that didn't go. I think Richard Ayoade did take part in it, but
he was in that.
It's
weird how they have one character. So it's Nigel Planer in Young Ones, Richard Ayoade in IT Crowd, and Cat was in Crichton was in the Red Dwarf remake, wasn't he?
Oh yeah, Robert Llewellyn.
That's him.
Yeah,
Llewellyn. But yeah, speaking of adverts, some of the characters of Young Ones did appear in adverts. I remember Vivian in the what was HSBC? No, what was it had the Griffin symbol.
Oh, it was Midland, wasn't it? Midland
Bank, yeah. Vivian appeared in Midland Bank adverts. Neil in the 80s, and then Neil appeared in car oil advert in the Castrol one, I think, in the 90s.
I don't remember that, no.
Oh, yes. There you go. Michael was one of the Driscoll brothers in Only Fools and Horses. Time for knees up. But right, let's go to the episode. So yes, first episode, Demolition, November 9th, 1982. Yeah. And the musical act was 9 Below Zero, which I don't know them. Do you know them?
No, I can't say I'm familiar. No.
Performing 11 plus 11. But yeah, so then second episode is Oil. That's got one of my favorite. Aha! Missed both my legs. The nuts.
And yeah, the scene where they arrive at the new house, and then Vivian and Rick are fighting over their bedroom, and then they just set the bed on fire. It's like, Neil, your bedroom's on fire. Oh no. Yeah. And they move in and just destroy the place instantly as soon as they move in. Yeah.
But yeah, because we haven't spoken about Alexei Sayle because he. How many characters does he play? 3 or 4. Brian Damage, sorry, and
Brian Damage.
Hey, you coppers!
Yeah, Mussolini he plays as well. Yep.
Oh, Mussolini.
Yeah.
Revolutionary biscuits of Italy.
Yeah, and obviously multiple versions of the Bravosky, the landlord. Obviously his cousin, brother, whatever.
Yeah, what is it? Tootsie and the little. I got a message for you.
Yeah,
just give us the message. I can see he says in that, "Are we ready, clocks?" And I still use that now, so just get the family going.
Yeah. I will admit, when I did first watch it originally, I didn't really like his character. I just thought, who's this clown? He just shows up and then he just buggers off again. It's just like, what's the point of him? And then
he does a bit of his stand-up show.
I did realise, I know he's actually quite a talented guy. It's like, yeah. But originally, I wasn't too keen on him. Yeah,
it's it because he's Scouts. No one likes them. He's on pills for his nerves.
Yeah.
Care for some herbal tea? Yes, the Dallas intro on.
Yes, yeah, that was that.
New tea.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot they did the Dallas.
Yeah, every time it comes on, I think, why is it? What's going on? Duh, 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 and then the woman playing typing with her tits. And... I've got to see E.T. Haven't you seen it? It's been out 5 years already. But yeah, because the first proper show, I guess, is Oil and then Alexei Sayle sings with Radical Posture, but I don't know if that was a band or.
Yeah, I can't say I've heard of them either. The song didn't sound familiar. They didn't look familiar, and
yeah, I don't know if it's just part of his act, just like all his, because he always has a part pauses for him to do some of his act.
Yes,
and then carries on with the scenes. Dr. Martin Boots. So number 3 was Boring, where they had Madness, I guess pre-fame Madness, with House of Fun.
Yep. And we meet Vivian's mum in the bar, don't we?
Yes, and she's in Red Dwarf as a barmaid in the Backwards episode.
Yeah.
And she comes back as, was it one of the witches? All hail McVivian.
Yes, that's the one. Yeah.
Other series. So yeah, that's Madness. Then we get number 4 was Bomb with Dexy's Midnight Runners. Jackie Wilson said.
Yeah.
So yeah, they got some talent, and then we get to Interesting and Rip, Rig, and Panic with Andrea Oliver. You're My Kind of Climate. I don't know that one.
Nope.
There was none in Flood. They did have a real lion tamer though. Apparently, everyone thinks it's stock footage. but it's not. They actually had a lion tamer on set doing all that because
I didn't realize that. Okay.
No, I didn't realize that until someone said, and a lot of people were scared that day because those lions did not look happy.
No, I mean they even put one of them in the intro, didn't they?
Yes. If you're gonna have lions, use them. For me, Demolition was the purest distillation of the ones before it became watered down and mainstream. Was it? Because Rick trying to crucify himself to the front of the house, isn't he?
That's it. Yeah.
Stop the destruction of the house, and then Neil shouting, "That's a really nasty way to go because you can never nail the last nail in."
Oh dear.
House, you were such a lovely house.
And also, I've just remembered, just going back to Flood, I forgot about when Alexei does his impression of Jack Nicholson from The Shining. Yeah.
Yes.
He just goes completely ape shit. He just stops going, little bit, let me come in. It's just like, what the fuck has he been smoking? It's brilliant.
Yeah. The Coke advertising. I think they were told to tone down on the product placement. I don't think they got any money for it.
It was an actual Coke can, wasn't it? It wasn't.
Yes, I was. It still shocks me these days.
Yeah.
I thought, how the hell they get that?
Oh, I don't know. Slip through. Didn't it?
So that is it. 6 episodes in one season. Faulty Towers is only 12 episodes as well, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Just 2 series, 6 each. So 12. Yeah.
So then, and then we get the episode 1 of season 2, Bambi with Motorhead.
This is my favorite.
That's my favorite.
It's so good. It's probably the one I've watched the most out of all of them. I always go back to it every few months or weeks. I'm just going to stick this on because it's just so funny.
Yeah. There's so much in it. I keep saying because by the time they get to, oh my god, we've only got 5 minutes to get to the train station to be on University Challenge, but then it takes them 5 weeks to walk there after they get kicked off the train.
Yeah, because the friend I mentioned from school, he would try and do that thing that Vivian does with the donut or the sandwich. He like stuffs it in his mouth and just goes. Yeah. He did it at school once to one of the dinner ladies. I was like, "You idiot! Don't do that." But I do like how in this country, in this country we do the 2 fingers. We don't do the 1, we do the 2, don't we? Yeah. And I still try and do the 2.
Yeah, go on. Oh, I see. I told you to get upset.
Yeah.
I did try to say series.
Yeah. And the good thing is with the Bambi episode, there's just you've got Stephen Fry, you've got Hugh Laurie, Ben Elton. Mel Smith, Grief Rhys-Jones.
Yes.
Oh, and what's her face? Emma Thompson.
Yes. Robbie Coltrane.
As the professor. Yeah. And just that whole University Challenge skit is just brilliant. It's so
spot on, isn't it?
It is. It's perfect. Yeah. And I'll tell you, Griff Rhys-Jones did a good job of impersonating Bambi Gascoigne, didn't he? Yeah. Yeah.
It's
a good impression.
People watching it now won't have an idea who he's supposed to be. But yeah.
Yes, welcome to University Challenge.
No, the posh kids always win. Up, scumbag! Up, scumbag!
Yes, that's the spirit.
Sophie had a crush on Aid. Especially when he does his push-ups, isn't it?
Cool.
What have we got here? So how do we feel about the restoration work on the episodes by the BBC? Are they tastefully restored? I'm yet to update my old BBC DVDs. Yes, I forgot to mention AJ. He's reviewed them on his channel, the Blu-rays, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's got a video of the Blu-ray box set. So if you go to his channel, he's done a full analysis of it. He's watched it all and talks about it. So yeah, if you want to find out more about it, just go to his channel and watch that.
I think the picture quality, I think is fine because normally when they try to make it widescreen, they mess it up, don't they? But I don't think I'm not bothered with it.
Yeah, I did notice on iPlayer, because it's in the 4x3, you sometimes see the boom mic at the top occasionally.
Yes,
I don't mind that. It's fun.
Adds to the charm, doesn't it?
It does, yes.
Yes, remember when Belmont was funny, guy?
Oh, yeah. He showed up as a Kendall mint cake.
Yes. Yeah, he's got, and then he's a disc jockey in another one, isn't he? Well, a woman that's cut off her arms to be in a pop star. Something different.
That's it.
think that's the only 2 roles he had in it.
I think there's 2 or 3 roles, and one of the Grange Hill kids as well. Yeah.
Oh, of course he is. Yeah, we're the kids that don't swear.
Yeah.
Tucker, fucker, pucker, or whatever it is. She loves a ginger. Yeah, well, judging from your picture, I can see.
Yeah, play.
Oh, there you go. She has the Blu-ray set, but it's a bit more about the restoration. I think it's because it was filmed on videotape back in most of it.
It would have been, yeah.
Yeah, so they trying to restore that is not into 1080p is a tricky job.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. Number 2 of season 2 is Cash. That has Ken Bishop's Nice 12 performing Subterranean Homesick Blues.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know where he went to, but.
And somehow Vivian ends up pregnant in some way. I mean, I don't know how that works, but in this day and age, anything's possible. If you know what I
mean. Or does he though?
We don't want to spoil it.
Spoilers. Oh, Mike's got the DVD set.
Yeah.
The first DVD set. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And then Jason's got a ginger beard. I'm trying to see the rest of his head there.
Yeah.
But I think that's probably my second favorite. It's number 3, Nasty, the video Nasty one.
That's a good one. Yeah, I love the intro on that. It looks so well done.
That's amazing, isn't it?
They've done a good work with to make it sort of gothicy and a bit freaky as well. And
yeah,
I'd say it's a good Halloween special. To be honest, it's fun. Yeah. And also Hale and Pace show up as the Grave Robbers. Yep. Good to see them.
I'm not a vampire. I'm a driving instructor from Johannesburg. But yeah, that's got the Damned performing Nasty, which is about video Nasty.
Video Nasty, yeah. Yes, we've got a video.
If one more person asks me if we've got a video, I'm going to push their head to the window.
And I also like how we've got another character here called Harry the Bastard.
Yes. I did think that when I watched it again. I thought, hang on.
Not the same actor.
Harry the
Bastard.
Yeah. Must be a lot of them in London.
Yeah.
And then probably the weirdest one is number 4, Time. And that has Amazulu.
Yes.
Performing Midnight. I remember them as in the charts.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's a weird one. There you are. What do you want?
I'll see.
You can't hide on the floor because the camera won't pick you up. So, do you know these people?
Who are they?
Yeah, there you go. Off you go. Bedtime. Something you won't watch. You say hi to Ben.
Hello.
See
ya.
I'll get you a drink later.
Yeah.
You have some of mine. Right, so then the grossest one, Sick. The slime in that one.
Oh, fair. I do like the start when they're all in bed, they're all sick, and Rick and Vivian have that shouting match, and both of them just go to 11, and it's just so funny. I mean, those two can shout, and it's so glorious to hear. It's brilliant. Only they can shout. Yeah. No way we could get to that level. It was so great.
Then Molotov cocktails are thrown out. But then they're nailing a bag with 6-inch nails to nails.
Oh, that's great.
But that's Madness back again for Our House.
Yep, that's it. Yeah.
Oh, hang on. Oh, that's not a picture. He's not as ginger now. She's got the 7-inch as well, so everyone's got the. Except I don't think neither of these got. I got mine from the charity shop, so the charity didn't get any money apart from the first buying. But I think I did buy it back in the day.
No, I don't think we did. We found this in a charity shop about 10 years ago. 11 years ago. Yeah, just found it. Yeah, I'll do.
And then the final episode, Summer Holiday, with this is weird when John Otway performing Body Talk when he's got that weird drum machine on him. And...
That's it. Yeah. And of course, this is the only episode that's got a 2-word title, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. No, June 19th, 1984.
Mm-hmm.
Look out, Cliff.
That poor route master. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh. But it was a typical 80s vehicle. It blew up on impact.
Yeah. And that's pretty much where it does end. And I do like how it's short and sweet, 2 series, 12 episodes, bish bash bosh, boom, over. Yeah. And they never go back. That's it. Yeah. End of story. Yeah.
Alexi Sales said he could have done a few more seasons or series. Sorry, series. And but the three writers are was it Rick Mail, Rick's girlfriend at the time, Liz Mayer. I don't know if she appeared on screen, and Ben Elton.
Mm-hmm.
They all met in a pub or something, or a comedy store type place, and started working on it. So it's not bad.
Yep.
I wonder if I could write something now like this and take it to the BBC. What would happen?
You probably won't get any replies. I doubt it.
But what if I made it woke with all with the same humor?
You might do. Who knows? Yeah.
Virgin.
Virgin.
If I'm a virgin, how do I know what a girl's bottom looks like?
Yeah, that's that great scene where the bed just falls through the ceiling. It's just like, what are they doing on this set? It's just madness.
It is. It's like when the one with the bomb. They walk and then drop, and they do so. They'll drop and land on the floor, and so does the TV detector inspector. They just drop. They don't. Yeah. There's no mat. There's nothing. They just drop from the ceiling height.
So, thanks for telling about the big hole in the floor, guys.
Now, are you a fan of lentils or chickpeas or split peas?
Not really. No.
And were they South African?
You tell me. I don't know. They might be. I don't know.
Oh yeah, what was it? Lentil everything, wasn't it? Curries but no meat.
No.
Going shopping with like a few 50p's. And a week's shopping.
No one uses cash anymore. So.
No, I don't anymore. If I can help it. Yes, he did. He was in some Doctor Who. From Mike to Mr. Potato Head.
That's it. Yeah, he was the head Soltaran. Yeah, from I think series 4 around 2008. He's got all the prosthetics on. He's like a dustbin head. Yeah, I think they need the short people. And I do remember he was in Santa Claus the movie as one of the elves. Yeah.
Yep. I was going to say I'm doing a video on other films they've been in. So yeah, like Aid Edmondson's in The Last Jedi, which always throws me out when I see him on it.
Yeah. Yes. You picked the wrong Star Wars film to be in, Aid. Yeah. Never mind. Yeah.
Never mind.
But at least you can say you've done a Star Wars movie. Yeah.
Yeah, because Rip Mail was in American Werewolf in London. There's a few others. I've forgotten them now.
Drop Dead Fred.
That's it. Well, yeah. Drop Dead Fred. Guest House Paradiso.
Yeah.
Someone's in Blue Juice. Alexis Sayre was the Sultan in Last Crusade.
Yes. Yeah.
You shall have everything. You'll have cars, you'll have tanks, horses.
Yes, yeah.
That threw me out as well when I first saw that. I thought, what the? Is he going to break out into something?
Yeah, I didn't realise it was him until, like, I think a few years ago. I was like, hang on, is that? Yeah, it's him, yeah.
Yeah, he has done some other films, but I've forgotten what they are now. Now, what did you make of the flash frames that something appears and disappears, like a credits from another movie or something like that? I keep forgetting to pause to look at them, but
yeah, I can't identify them. No idea what they are. I mean, I give it a good look, but none of them are recognizable from what I can see. No.
So apparently they got told off for doing these subliminal messages. The last one that happens is an apology from the guy that edits the film, saying, "I'm sorry for putting all these flash things in." So yeah, filmed in Bristol, most of them, apart from Demolition.
Yep.
So you can see the outside the house on the kebab and calculator. I think there's only 2 sets. Oh, of course, the special branch outside the police office and the laundrette were on Gloucester Road in Bristol.
Right.
The buildings are still there, but they're all different shops now. But you can still see it.
Yeah. Was the train station in Bristol?
Yeah, that was Temple Meads. It's nothing like that now. You can only see it. The only bit that looks the same is the outside when they run up to it, but you don't see much of it then. But yeah, all the interiors I don't recognize at all, but I know it is. It used to be like that. It's changed over 40 years, bloody hell.
Yeah, I bet, yeah.
So yes, it did have a lot of people in it who were partners, comedy partners. So Hale and Pace, I think there were 2 or 3 episodes because there's one where they jump in a grave.
Yep.
In the rain. There's a few others. French and Saunders were in it. Jennifer, they're in it 2 parts as well. French is in an advert, and the Easter Bunny.
Yes, and also she was the Bible basher as well.
Oh yes, repent. Mark Arden and Stephen Frost. They were a comedy duo. They're in about 7 episodes.
Yes, they do. Yeah,
and they were mostly known for the Carlin Black Label adverts, I guess, on
telly.
Point,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Fried Laurie, I think.
Yeah,
they had the one.
I think it was just the one. Yes, Lord Snot, and I can't remember what Hugh's character was.
Who's the richest man in the world? It's me, isn't it? No, your father jumped on clap this morning. Oh, damn. Then Smith and Jones, I think, was it just the one episode with them and they're not together?
Yes.
Bacon sandwich.
Yeah. That's it, yeah.
What's he called him? A ferret. Bacon sandwich here.
Yeah.
There's a good question. You can answer that one. I have
no
idea.
Fulham, like Bottom.
I don't know.
Wasn't Bottom set in Hammersmith? Was it Hammersmith? Well, I suppose it's Fulham still. I suppose it's the same borough.
My geography is not good.
Yeah,
I'll be back in a second.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. I mean, Fulham, Hammersmith, they are pretty close together. But I think the young ones meant to be set in Fulham. I mean, I'm not too sure. They never really explain which city they're in. They're kind of just in their own house and they're in their own town area. But as far as I can remember from watching the episodes, I don't remember ever hearing the area mentioned of where they exactly were. Are they supposed to be in London? Are they in the West Country? Are they up north? It was never really mentioned. But I mean, you can say it probably was maybe in that sort of, central London area. I don't know. Yeah. Funny enough, with Hammersmith, I do remember when that entire Broadway area was being built, and you see them in that window, and that building now fully fledged, and you can see the windows and you can see the bench around Hammersmith. But I don't think the young ones was supposed to be set in any specific city or town. It was just kind of their house, and that.
Yeah, it's never mentioned, is it? They just say the council. They just say the laundrette. They don't seem to specify roads or anything. Just
nothing like that. Yeah.
So Rick Mail did the voice of SPG the hamster.
Yes.
That's about it. Adrian Edmondson met Jennifer Saunders and married her May 11th, 1985.
Okay, because I do like when she shows up as the serial killer, and they're all sort of around the table, and Ace just sort of constantly looking at her. Yeah, he's just looking at her like this. It's like, I said, well, that's your girlfriend. I'm sure we can excuse you for that. So, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe that was what got them together.
Maybe it was. Maybe it was this episode, Yeah. The young ones created long bonds for some people.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think they are still together.
Yeah. Chris Barry was in 2 episodes.
Oh, yes. He's on the... Which one's he? The advert from the ship, wasn't he, going off to Australia?
Yeah, the captain and... I think he voiced one of the rats, I think, wasn't it? Or
makes sense. Because he was doing Spit and Image around then, I guess.
That's it, yeah. Helen Ladera?
Yeah,
I think,
that's up. Someone like that.
Yes.
The bank teller, is it?
The bank teller, and also she was another character. What episode was it?
Can I help you? Can I help you?
Yeah, that was in the last episode. And she was also in Time as well. Yeah. Yeah. Also, Brian Croucher, Harry the Bastard, he showed up again, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
The real bank robber, yeah. Yeah. And also he was I think wasn't he one of the police officers with when Alexei was playing the Damage? Was he one of the police? I'm sure I heard his voice.
I think so. He's definitely in it twice.
Yeah. But he always shows up, yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I had because where is it? Oh, it does stunts. Even though most people did their own stunts, there was the stunt arranger on 2 episodes and a stunt performer on 1 episode. But all the rest did all of the stuff themselves. Because was it when Vivian's bed's on fire and he's lying on it or sitting on it, he almost got burned for real.
I could believe that. Yeah, it's pretty close again.
Yeah, it's real fire there.
Yeah.
It's like when in the flood episode when the bed's on fire and he opens the window and the flood water is supposed to put it out, but then it just moves it
It kind of does. It doesn't really do anything. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
But I had, so Vivian. Oh yes, then there was all the little side characters. It's like the one episode where Rick and Vivian are two spies with out working binoculars over the roads and
That's it. Yeah.
weird stuff happening. Like the was it Rick Mail and Nigel Planer and there's Dino and Dickie.
That's it. Yeah.
It's just how the hell do you think of these things?
Who knows? Who knows? Yeah. Oh god.
It's Paul Badley, of course, Warlock, and then Pilot.
Keith Allen was in one.
Oh, of course he was. Yes, one of the Horsemen of the Apocalypse, wasn't he?
That's it. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Now Arnold Brown was in it as a few episodes as the chess player against death, and I think he was a comedian back in the 70s.
Okay.
Scottish guy.
Yeah. Tony Robertson was in Bambi. He was the doctor, not the doctor, not the 9 o'clock news. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. You heartless bastard.
Yeah. Also, Tony Simpson. He was in one. He was the old guy at the post office that Rick beriterates, to death. The
4-year-old kiddies digging coal. 3-year-old kiddies also digging coal.
Yeah. I suppose it was very good in the good old days. I don't know what it is with Rick, antagonizing old people in this and in Bottom as well. He had a habit for doing it.
Yeah. Oh, I tell a lie. Liz Mayer was in it. She's a woman in Party in one episode and woman in Commercial.
Okay. But. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I think. Yeah. I did recognize her face. Yes. One of the students in the party. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Helen Atkinson Wood was also in the commercial because she went off
to
do other stuff.
Yeah. Lenny Henry was the postman in the last episode.
Yeah. Give them a uniform and they turn into a Nazi.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Also, Norman Lovett. He appeared in the last episode in the bank. Holly from Red Dwarf.
Yeah. Oh yes.
Yeah.
That was him. I saw him. Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
That is it. There's a lot of Stuart Copeland.
Yes.
But he's only part of a band, so.
The Jules Holland band, yeah, he was in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before Equalizer.
Oh yeah. This would have been, a few years, yeah.
Oh, Terry Jones, of course, the drunk vicar with the stiffy jokes.
Yes.
Has anyone told the stiffy joke?
Crazy.
Julia Swahalia as the narrator.
Hmm.
I don't remember. Wow. Oh, Dana Cherry was in Rip, Rig and Panic.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Missed that.
She's in the background, I guess. But yeah, weird. But there we go. So the benches from Bottom is in Wandsworth.
Okay. Because I think
it says Hammersmith on it. I think it's.
I'm pretty sure the bench is in that sort of Hammersmith Broadway area next to the Apollo Theatre. I'm sure it's there. Yeah.
Wow. What does a scouser know about London geography? And we have what's the best Batman film? 89. Oh. Cool. The Dark Knight. The Batman.
Do you know what? I would probably go with The Batman. Yeah. I mean, I really enjoyed that. I really did enjoy it, yeah.
My picture's fallen down, yeah.
Oh, just as we say it, yeah.
It's always on standby.
There.
I nearly if I had the time, I'd watch it again tonight. It's about for the 8th time.
Yeah.
I did love that film. Yes, The Pope Must Die. Because Coltrane did a few films, didn't he? Because he did the Eric Idle one. What's it called?
Nuns on
the Run.
Yeah.
And then he did Pope Must Die, but because Americans got upset about the title, they had to change it to The Pope Must Diet. So
I do remember he had a brief cameo in National Lampoon's European Vacation.
I was just trying to think which one he's in because he is in the hotel room with Beverly D'Angelo in the bath. Yeah. She jumps in with her.
Yeah, she thinks she's talking to Clark. She's got the flannel over her face, and why don't you just jump in with me? And he's like, yeah, sure, I'll jump in with you.
Yeah, who's going to say no to that?
Of course. Yeah.
But now we must get to the female representation in the TV show.
Of course.
Was there any positive ones?
I mean, you can say Emma Thompson was a perfect depiction of a aristocrat. Yeah. I drive a Porsche. Yes, well, I know your father, so I'll give you 10 points. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Because there's the party they have, isn't there, where all the students turn up.
That's it, yeah. Because Jennifer Saunders is in that. I forget the actress's name. I don't know if we've already mentioned her. She was Kate in the first Bottom episode, one of the lesbians. She was there as well.
Yes.
But she had longer hair, so slightly different. But
Helen Leder, or whatever it is.
Yeah, she was in there as well, yeah.
Yeah. But I think they were mostly to be ogled at by the virgins. Because vampires only drink virgin's blood. Virgin girls' blood. So they're all safe.
Yeah.
Hope snogging with SPG counts. Oh, so you tried to take a picture on the bench, so homeless fella told him to fuck off. Did you not set him on fire to teach him a lesson?
It's impossible. It's impossible to try and get that because it's so congested and so busy and so noisy. Like I said, I've only driven around it. I've never actually gone.
Every time I go to London, I forget because it's out of the way of most of the places. Just to get
it's the proper furthest of West London, really. It's not sort of central. It's just on that cusp before it gets to central. Yeah, Hammersmith. Yeah.
Hammersmith Hardmen. Yes, it was like the Brat Pack. Yeah, well, they were all in this show before they went on to their own. Well, Smith and Jones, I guess, were doing not the 9 o'clock news at that point, and maybe their own show. I can't remember now.
Yeah,
it was before Fry and Laurie had their own stuff with Jeeves and Wooster and a bit of Fry and Laurie. French and Swordners didn't have their show. Hale and Pace didn't have their show.
Not quite yet. No, they were still up and coming, weren't they? All of them. Yeah.
No, I guess Lenny Henry was. What's it called? 2 of a Kind, or was it 3 of a Kind? 3 of a Kind with the. What's her name? Did the Simpsons?
Tracy Ullman.
Tracy Ullman, yes.
Yes, yeah.
And the other guy who disappeared. I've been lied to. Oh dear. Did you lie to him?
Yeah.
There we go. We sow the seed, right?
Yeah.
Nature grows the seed, and then we eat the seed, and after that, But yeah, it was a pretty good special effect with 3 needles.
I did like that bit, particularly when Rick wakes up and then he's like, "Hello, Rick. Hello, Rick. Hello, Rick.
You're dead."
Whoa, I've grown. I
also like I think so. Yeah, they cleans the kettle and a genie pops out. Says, "Oh, I wish I had 6 arms." Then he runs upstairs. Look at me. I got 6 arms, Rick. Look at. And Rivian pours boiling water into the kettle and kills the genie. Yeah. Like, poof. You'd do anything to impress me, wouldn't you, Neil?
Oh, God.
Oh, yes, Rick Mel Presents. I never... I can't remember if I saw that or not. When was that? That was probably late 90s?
Must have been. Yeah, I've never seen that. It might be on ITVX, possibly. They might have it on there. Might need to check that out, yeah. So I know the New Statesman is on ITVX. I need to give that a proper watch because I've never seen it all the way through. I need to give it a full go.
Yeah,
so I'll probably get it now. As a kid, I probably would never have got it.
Yeah, Sunday night on it used to be Sunday night at 10 o'clock on ITV.
Yes, yeah.
But then it staggered. I think the first 2 seasons came out like a yearly, and then there was this gap, and then I think he brought the character back to a few stage shows later on in the years. And
okay.
Because he changed. Was he conservative in the 80s, and they changed to when a New Labour came out, the character jumped to Labour. But yeah, he did. What's these Weird Tales or something? Is that the same thing where he's on that chair that's got ostrich legs that runs around and?
Oh, Grim Tales.
Grim Tales, that's him.
Love that. That was one of my favourite shows. That was it. Yeah, him telling all those old fables and stories. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Rick is very underrated as a storyteller. You know, when he's not being silly and stupid, you know, he can really go for it in terms of acting, and he's a very good reader and a very good narrator. Yeah. Very underrated.
Yeah, because I saw the only time I actually watched Jack and Ori was when he was on it, and he did George's Marvelous Medicine from Roald Dahl. And I just
did he? Okay, I'll have to check that out.
Awesome. It's probably free on YouTube, the whole episode, but yeah.
I've just remembered when he did. I think it was Rapunzel he did on Grim Tales, and when he does all the voices for these narrators, it's bloody hilarious. And when it gets to the prince, I swear he's doing an impression of Hugh Laurie or an impression of King George. Black. He's like, oh! like this, you know. It's so funny. I think it might be on YouTube. I think some of the episodes must be on there.
Yeah,
so.
I don't think they're on physical media anyway.
I think there was a few VHS releases. I remember seeing them, but yeah, I would like to watch them again because I found them very fascinating and they were just like a joy to listen to. Particularly when you're a kid, you're going to listen to a weird story if it's been told properly. Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah.
George's Marvelous Medicine. There it is. Mike's showing his age as well.
Yeah,
yeah. It was weird that such a thing was on ITV, but it was good. Right, where are we? Yeah, it's hard to talk about. There's only 12 episodes. It's not like 5 seasons of Knight Rider or whatever it was, 4 seasons of Knight Rider.
Well, that's the good. I mean, we always say this. You know, a lot of television shows of today and streaming shows of today can learn from having a very short run. Yeah. Rather than just drag on or try and cram too much into one series. You know, you can at least do something good and have it just very short and bish bash bosh, job done. Doesn't need to drag on for many years because so many shows can get stale. So
yeah, it's got 8.2 on IMDb, so that's very good.
Yeah, it's pretty high. Yeah, I have to say.
That's the average.
Yes.
So what are your favorite quotes? There's none not mentioned.
I did this in one of the GIF comments. I said,
yes,
hands up who likes me, and they all sort of and then as the scene goes on, Rick is just like, why don't you like me? And then Vivian says, because you're a complete bastard. Just flat out says it to him. Yeah,
you're only joking.
No, you're a complete bastard. And we all hate you.
Then I'm going to kill myself.
Yeah.
Can you actually die from eating laxatives?
And I'll tell you, the way he's scoffing those pills into his mouth, it's brilliant.
And all the skins and rastas all gather around and say, why is Rick dead? Why is the people poets dead?
Yeah.
And, of course, it leads to a fart joke.
Yeah, I mean, the other bit I like from Bambi is when they all swap roles as well for one scene. Yeah.
Yes.
And you see A dressed up as Mike, you see Neil dressed up as Rick, you see Rick dressed up as Vivian, and Mike dressed up as Neil. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it, yeah.
Take off that stupid.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then there's is it the last one of the last episodes where Neil's wig comes off?
Yes. Yeah.
Because I always thought because it's a very good wig because it looks like his real hair. Oh, he's back in the room. Oh, internet dropped, I guess.
Well, there we go. Yeah.
You do very dirty mind.
Yeah, because it did look like a real wig. I thought that was his real hair, but
I thought it was his real hair.
Yeah. Because that was the other thing. It was always self-aware. They were breaking the fourth wall before Deadpool, before modern audiences did. They were doing the fourth wall.
The camera, and then was it Vivian comes in?
Yeah. And another favourite quote is when if British Rail want £50, they can Joey won't have it as a prostitute, which is what they are, right, commuters?
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
Do you dig graves? Yeah, I think they're all right. Yeah. But yeah, there's always the neighbours as well. They have as well. You have different neighbours, and
yes, yeah.
We've got two sides of the house, but they keep smashing through one of the walls.
Keep coming and going, yeah. Just trying to think of any other funny bits. I think when Neil's parents come over and they're trying to all behave and yeah. And then the Good Life intro comes on and Vivian just tears it all down. He's like, no, it's so bloody nice.
That is true. But yeah, they also met Felicity Kendall's knickers in the washing machine.
And it's great because after Aid finishes that rant, you can see he's out of breath and he has to sit down and go like this. Fair play to him,
Yeah, and then he lifts Rick Neil up, and then the light goes because of the smell. Leaves the room instead of just popping.
Yeah,
and they have to use a seesaw to get Neil to change the light bulb.
Yeah.
What's a good thing for a hangover?
Oh man. What we got?
Whoops, Apocalypse. Yes, I remember that, but I don't think I ever saw it.
Mm.
Yeah.
I don't recall that. No.
I remember it being on, but I keep confusing it with Blot on the Landscape.
Maybe.
But I think was that one of the comic strips. There we go. That was that was 82.
Okay.
Who's in that? Yeah. Older gentleman, Richard Griffiths was in it. Barry Morse and John Barron.
Mm-hmm.
I remember, there's the poster. I remember that. I think it was a film first, was it? Yeah, a light-hearted look at the final week before Doomsday. So there you go. That's probably why I didn't recognize it. I was too with the kids back then to watch old fogies in a TV show. Yeah. So, which do you think is your favorite musical act?
What's that? Sorry, say again.
Your favorite musical act in the show, is it Motorhead?
No, probably Madness. I'll go with
Madness.
Yeah. I mean, my brother's a huge fan of Madness. They are his favourite band, and I had to listen to it for a long, long time. And eventually, it did sort of, rub off on me. And I do like Madness. I've got some of their albums. I've downloaded a lot of their songs. And they're a solid band. They've got so many great hits. And I can always put Madness on and feel better. Yeah.
I got the best of vinyl album, but because I think they're still touring, aren't they?
They are. Yeah, my brother's been to see them a couple of times. Yeah, he saw them at Wembley. Seen them up in I think somewhere. No, it wasn't Bristol. Where was it? West Country. Somewhere in Somerset, they did a concert.
Somerset. Yeah. Western Supermare. But I haven't seen them. No.
Yeah.
But there we go. So we'll finish for the evening because I'm out of stuff to talk about unless you have.
Unless we can just keep on quoting it and just say what the
do you give a fig? Pig. Whenever he says pig, I always remind you of the guy, the Night Stalker in bloody Cobra.
Pig. Pig.
And I want to watch Cobra.
Yeah.
But there we go.
Yeah.
Let's wrap this up.
I do like when Vivian loses his head. He's like, "You took your time, you bastard." Kick his own head down
But I was watching that one closely, and the amount of effort just to do that joke of burying him. So it's just his head is showing, and then cut.
Just one shot, all that effort just to make. Yeah, it's great. It really is.
So they had to bury him in gravel.
Yeah. And also, just think about some of I think the first series episodes. There's a few times where the ending sort of just happens, and you're like, okay, is that it? Particularly when the UFO comes down, and when the bomb sort of gives birth to a miniature plane, and what does that mean? I don't know what the hell it means.
What the hell were they on? It's just late at night, and they thought, well, that's just the bomb is an egg.
Yeah, basically, it's given birth to whatever.
Unless we're just not clever enough to understand what it's trying to say.
Exactly, yeah. But I do like, the way the episodes are listed with just one word, like bomb, oil, boring, sick. Because Blackadder did that for a while. They had like one word titles, didn't they, for a while? And it just sounds funny when you say it.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah. Just
what's this episode? Bomb. Yeah. Or Bambi.
Did you do a Bambi video nasty? Bambi, was it Bambi shoved the drill into the Virgin Otter's brain or something? Which, if Bambi comes out of a copyright, we might be able to get that.
It might come into public domain very soon. You never know.
Yeah. I'm going to copyright that myself then.
Yeah.
Start working on that script.
Yeah. And just one more thing from Bambi. I think it was when they're sort of revision, and then he goes through the Daily Mirror book of facts. Yeah.
World's stickiest bogey. Oh, that was toxic again.
Yeah. World's stupidest bottom burp, Vivian, Britain. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the whole. They're my answers, Mike, you bastard.
Yeah, so, yeah. I told you that, you bumbag. It's like, yeah. Yeah. But I do like how throughout the whole quiz, it's like Rick doesn't answer a question until the very end, where he says, "Who's been tampering with my questions?" It was me. It was me. Oh, Rick. God. Yeah.
Well, yes.
It's
For
fun
some reason,
stuff.
they're still together.
Yeah. Yeah, I do miss Rick. I do miss that guy. Jeez, he was so talented, so funny.
Yeah, I think. How long
Yeah.
has it been now?
It's been 10 years. It'll be this year.
I was going to say, someone mentioned it's been, 40 years since Young Ones finished, and then same 10 years.
Yeah.
June 9th, bloody hell.
So I do remember when all the tributes were coming in, like everyone had a nice word to say about him. No one had a bad word to say about Rick. Yeah. Everyone loved him. Yeah. Do miss that guy. God.
Yeah. Because we thought we lost him in 20 years earlier, wasn't it, with the actual accident he had?
Yeah, the quad bike, which did affect him, and I forget what the comment he said was when he because I think the accident happened over Easter weekend, and he technically died, but then came back. And he said, I beat Jesus by 1 day or something. I think he said something like that. Only Rick.
Yeah. I saw the Bottoms live, so I just technically get to see him live.
Yes, me and my brother, we went to a tour of them. We saw Ars Oddity at Hammersmith, and we saw Weapons Y Front at Hammersmith as well. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Home ground.
When we saw Weapons Y Fronts, Ben Olsen was in the audience. We saw him from a distance. Yeah.
Nice.
He was there.
So I think about now I should have stayed behind to see if they came out the back or something. But
no chance.
Yeah, probably not. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
Right, well, if that's it.
Pretty much, yeah. I can't think of anything else. I think we've quoted as much as we can.
People have put up with, yeah.
It's a question of, what do you want to do next? Yeah.
I never keep forgetting to think about the future.
I mean, are we sticking with the 80s, or do you want to move into the 90s a bit, or go a bit further back, or,
Oh, good question.
Yeah.
I'll put a poll up.
Do that. Yeah, so see what people say. Yeah, I don't mind. Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course he was in. Of course he was in Harry Potter. Nearly Headless. What is it? Rick? No. Henry? No. What is it?
He was
No,
Pete.
that was Pete. Yeah, it's the other one. It was John Cleese was the other guy, wasn't it? Yeah, Nearly Headless Nick. So yeah, he was. Yeah, I keep forgetting he was not in it.
Yeah, because there is an interview on YouTube. It's probably still available where he talks about saying the best fucking film I've been in was Harry Potter. But he got a phone call saying, "Oh, we've cut you out, Rick. We're sorry," but he still got paid, and he got tickets to the premiere, but he couldn't do it because we're doing a Bottom live show at that point. So, yeah. But he said, "I got paid for not being in Harry Potter." So that is true. Yes,
would have been awesome. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for Doctor Impossible, and thanks for those tapes again, Doctor.
Is it?
Right. Yeah, I'll put a poll up and see what we get, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah. Sure.
Because I don't think that far ahead. Right then. Thank you, Ben, for joining me as always. You bastard.